apart from our seed varieties that we are having as Silver Seeds, Uganda Limited, we have tomatoes. But amongst tomatoes, we have our new release, our latest brand that we have just released of our hybrid tomato called the King F1. It has come because of the different challenges our farmers have been facing with different varieties on market. As Silver Seeds Uganda Limited, on seeing all the challenges our farmers are having, we decided to bring King F1 to solve all that. So King F1 is coming as a king of tomatoes to solve all those challenges that our farmers are facing. King F1 is a very quick maturing variety because after transplanting, you need only 65 to 70 days to start harvesting. And again, you can harvest for a long period of time, even going to 3 months when you are still harvesting King F1. One of the biggest challenges that has been facing our farmers, especially tomato growers, is the size of the tomatoes. Many have been complaining that the tomato varieties on market are making the smallest size of fruits. And King F1 is solving exactly that. With the big fruits of about 150 grams to 180 grams produced by King F1, we are sure our farmers will have the best offered to them and they'll have value for money. The other biggest challenge are the diseases that are affecting our tomato farmers. And the biggest disease is called the bacterial wilt. This disease is so serious to an extent that it is discouraging many farmers to grow tomatoes. But with King F1 and its high tolerance to bacterial wilt, we assure our farmers will grow tomatoes with less stress and less effort. And this will make tomato growing a very good venture again as it used to be. The other thing is the shelf life. With the shelf life, we have to talk about the skin. The skin contributes to the shelf life of this tomato. King F1 has a thick skin, ready for transportability to distant markets. A farmer can transport it to markets as far as 150 miles away, and then the tomato will reach when it is still safe. The other thing is the firmness. When you tend to touch King F1, you will see that it has a very firm fruit, which means you can transport it to many markets. Not forgetting the color, because it is the color that usually brings the buyers. You can see the red color, the appealing red color that is usually desired by most of our farmers of tomatoes in the market. So with the King F1, a lot is solved. Farmers are having less to worry about. No disease worries, no worry about the size, no worry about the skin. Everything's looking fine. Since it is a new release, we are calling all our farmers who have not yet tried it out to come out at our head office and branches to try it out and see the goodness of King F1. It's a very, very prolific bearer. That means it will give you multitudes of fruits and you'll be able to harvest for even more than 3 months. The fruits are heavy and big, of about 150 to 180 grams per fruit. In an acre, you will need just 40 grams. Just 40 grams. By this time, we turned that into seeds, and then our farmer will only need 10,000 seeds to plant an acre. For those who want to plant half an acre, you will need 5,000 seeds to plant an acre. For those who want to plant quarter an acre, you just need 2,500 seeds to plant quarter an acre. At a spacing of 3 feet by 3 feet, and then you put 1 plant per hole. I want to emphasize more on that, because the moment you try to overcrowd these hybrid tomatoes, you may hinder their performance. So we call upon our dear farmers to look into that with clear eyes, so that they have the best yield and the best production from King F1, our revolutionary tomato that has come to change the market and to change the course for all our tomato farmers. This has been our culture to produce the best varieties. We also have other good varieties of tomatoes that we are going to be showcasing today as we move on. Apart from King F1, as our tradition is, we have been producing the best varieties on market for a long time now. And one of the tomato varieties that has been there for a very long period of time and has not disappointed our farmers is called the Surf F1. Surf F1 has been there for quite a long time now, and farmers are liking it. One, because of its tolerance to wilt. Many farmers before it came were so much discouraged and had left tomato farming. But on arrival of Surf F1, many of them are now back to tomato farming. They are now taking it as a venture, and many are making profits. Apart from being a very wilt-tolerant variety, it's a very drought-tolerant variety. Even during the dry weather, farmers are now growing tomatoes. Farmers are growing tomatoes all year round because of Surf F1. Because this is the kind of tomato whereby a farmer is able to grow throughout the year. And we usually encourage our farmers to grow these tomatoes in phases. So you have tomatoes all year round. You have the one you are harvesting, you have the one fruiting, you have the one which is just planted. So you are able to do that with the Surf F1. It has a blocky fruit and has a very firm fruit as well. You can also look at the color, the red color of our fruits. This red color is very crucial, especially when our fruits reach the market, because that's what usually attracts our buyers to come and buy our tomatoes. So Surf is having that good deep red color as you are seeing. The deep red color is very crucial and important to our farmers when they reach the market, because it is what attracts our farmers, our buyers. Because when a buyer sees this, he is sure what he's buying is of good quality and is sure of what kind of fruit he's buying. So Surf makes that good red color that attracts our buyers. You can also look at this, the shape of our fruit. It's an oblong fruit, very firm, and this is what our buyers want on market these days. So Surf has been providing all that for a number of years now, and our farmers are having a lot of pride in growing Surf F1. You need just 30 to 40 grams to grow Surf for an acre. The seed weight is very low, but it will give you multitudes of yields. The fruit size is about 120 to 140 grams. So we usually advise our farmers to do proper nutrition when growing Surf F1, and this will help them to maximize the better yields. Because apart from the seeds, we are having the agrochemicals with us that we use for these tomatoes. So when our farmer comes to see overseas Uganda market, Uganda Limited, to purchase Surf F1, we expect him to get the best chemicals because we have them. So when you come, you are guaranteed of the best advice as well as the products that are going to help you have the best fruits with the Surf F1. Surf F1 is a quick maturing variety because when you transplant it, it will take just 65 days to start harvesting. So after 65 days, the farmer is harvesting, and we even harvest for more than 2 to 3 months. As long as the farmer is taking very good care of his garden, he will be able to harvest for a very long period of time. We have a number of varieties, as we earlier stated, of tomatoes. We have been in this business for quite a long period of time, of bringing the best seeds of tomatoes to our farmers. We have also another good variety that we are going to explore today called Captain F1. It is also a very disease-tolerant variety. It's very tolerant to what we call the tomato yellow leaf curl virus. It is also very tolerant to what we call Verticillium and also bacterial wilt. It is also a very prolific bearer. That means we'll give you a very good number of fruits. It is very drought tolerant. If a farmer thinks about growing tomatoes in a drought, or during the dry season, he or she should think about Captain F1. It will give you the big sized fruits of around 180 grams to 160 grams per fruit. That means the farmer is able to have that size that he will really command a good price on the market. And again, it is a very quick maturing variety also, because within 65 days from the transplanting date, you are able to start harvesting tomato Captain F1. Our tomato does not even spend a lot of time in the nursery bed, because farmers could be there asking, what about the nursery bed? In the nursery bed, even at 3 weeks, you can transplant Captain F1, given you did take a good care of our tomato Captain F1. So for any farmer thinking about a lucrative tomato growing venture, it is ideal that you think about Silver Seeds Uganda Limited. And when you think about Silver Seeds Uganda Limited, think about Captain. As the name states, Captain, it will stand tall in the field, give you the good fruits, give you the good size, provide you a shelf life of about 3 to 4 weeks. That means when you harvest your fruit without any damage and you put it somewhere, it will be there for 3 to 4 weeks without getting any rots, any challenges. So a farmer can be able to transport his produce in distant markets when they are not rotting. And you can also see the firmness. If you attend to touch the tomato, it is a very firm tomato, and that improves the transportability of the produce after harvesting. The other thing I can talk about Captain F1, it is not only resilient to diseases and drought, but it is also very resilient to coldness. So in the case of areas where it is a little bit cold, you can also try Captain F1 and you get the good yields out of it.